Let's say you want to buy some real estate because you heard it's a great investment. Only challenge being, buying some real estate can be hard because affording a monthly payment is difficult. What you can do is buy a home and rent out the other rooms. But do you really want to do that?
Yes!
Go! Are you okay with sharing the spaces?
You choose, princess.
Is your girlfriend okay with that?
No.
How about your boyfriend? Is he okay?
No!
Are they both okay? An option for you in this might be buying multi-unit properties. I'm talking about 2 units, 3 units, 4 unit properties.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7.
Also known as duplex, triplex, and fourplex. You're able to buy up to 4 unit properties and live in one of them as your primary residence. Because 4 units or less are considered residential properties, you're able to get conventional financing for them, which is typically less expensive. So why multi-unit properties? I'll tell you why. Here are the pros and cons of multi-unit properties. Pro number 1 is cash flow. This is a nice way to buy more house with less money coming out of your pocket. When you buy a home, it can be challenging to go from paying $2,500 a month in rent to paying $4,500 a month in mortgage payments.
You understand?
Especially if you don't have roommates. By buying multi-unit properties, you're able to use the income from the rental units to pay for the mortgage. Pro number 2 is you're able to qualify for a larger mortgage.
I'm qualified to take that one.
Here's what you're able to buy with the FHA loan in Orange County by only putting down 3.5% for multi-unit properties. As you can see, you can almost buy a $2 million property in Orange County by only putting down 3.5%. Because most lenders look at debt to income, the rental income that you get from these units may be applied to qualify for the mortgage. Pro number 3 is privacy. You're able to get rental income without having roommates. This might be easier for you to get your husband or wife to get on board with, or maybe both. You get to have a separate living space rather than sharing your living room or your kitchen with the roommate. Of course, compared to a single unit without a roommate, this might be less privacy because you're sharing a wall and they probably know you're the landlord, but that can be expensive. Remember?
That ain't the way I remember.
Pro number 4 is build equity faster. Since you're able to buy more real estate by buying a multi-unit property and have the tenants pay a portion of your mortgage, you're able to build equity much faster. This is a great way to increase your net worth. Let's say you were able to buy a $1 million property instead of a $600,000 property since you bought a multi-unit property. When the mortgage is paid off, you'll own a property that's worth more and your tenants paid for a good portion of it.
Mr. Wise Guy over here.
Pro number 5 is this is the great intro to being a landlord. If you plan to own rental properties in the future, this is a great way to experience how to find and screen tenants, how to take care and manage your property, and deal with any challenges the tenants might have. Even if you don't want to manage a property in the future, this will give you a good understanding of what your property managers have to deal with.
Take it or leave it.
Now let's talk about the downsides. Con number 1 is being a landlord can be a job.
Come work with me.
When you're a landlord, you might have to deal with issues such as your tenants having a leaking toilet in the middle of the night, or your neighbors complaining about your tenants making noises, etc. This can be challenging and it's not for everybody. That's why they have jobs for property managers, so the landlords don't have to do the job. Then there are other duties such as finding new tenants when one other tenant moves out, or dealing with tenants who are not able to pay rent on time. Con number 2 is limited locations and limited supply. In general, there are less multi-unit properties to choose from. There are usually more single unit properties, so the options are going to be less.
You know, less is more.
Also, multi-unit properties might not be in locations you're actually interested in. Number 3 is a big one, and it is that rental income is not guaranteed. Market rent can go up or down. Finding a tenant can take some time. Even though in the current state, finding a tenant in Orange County is not challenging, that can change. And here's the thing, tenants can sometimes stop paying rent, and here in California sometimes retrieving that rent can take a long time since it's not really a landlord friendly state. So if you own rental properties, including the ones that are part of your multi-unit property, it might be wise to have some money saved up so you don't get screwed over by the tenants. You don't want that to happen to you, do you?
Oh my God.
That's all, folks. What do you think? Do you still want to buy a multi-unit property after watching this, or did I scare you away with that last part? Anyways, I gotta go. My mom is calling me. Catch you later. Peace.